Hello everyone, it's Dafinka here from Dafie, a small company that is with two departments, transportation and handmade. And right now I'm going to show you something from Department of Handmade, what we do. Just for those of you that still are not subscribed and that don't know about our activities in handmade, I just to say uploaded, shown you in small video how I'm doing the knitting style with face and back, and right now I wanted to show how actually I'm beginning the real knitting process. Again, I'll say knitting because there is a difference between knitting and between crochet. So right now I'm using it's number 8, that is actually 5 millimeters. Here it is, number 8 or 5 millimeters needles. They are yellow golden style, and now I'm going to show you how I'm beginning the whole process. So this is my personal style and the way I've been trained by old relatives and friends and so on. So what I'm doing is this type of yarn. I'm doing two types of like hook that looks like really hook to be needed. After that I'm putting from one end to another, like two ears, and after that strengthen them up. It's like two different types of keys. After that I'm doing it two needles, and after that it should be easier to me because it's the beginning. It should be easier to me to pull out one needle, and I'll be only with one, and the second needle I'll be using to do the first style, the first with the first one to do the first row. So two, and after that I'm holding here with my index finger the rest, whatever is here, and I'm using those two fingers, thumb and index finger, and I'm creating the first key and pull tight strong. So it's 1 2 3, you can see it, 1 2 3. After that I'm doing the fourth key, that is a little bit complicated. I'm doing actually crisscross. I can show you. So I'm turning from with my thumb as I'm holding half fist, turning around my thumb, after that index finger, and it's a little bit created number 8. It's on crisscross. After that taking from here, crossing from another side and pulling over, and it's the fourth key. In this way I'll create one, and after that, let me hold it here, this, and after that I'm creating the next one. I'm just showing you at the moment on this video. I'm using for that purpose acrylic type of yarn, but it's much thicker, that's why I'm using 5 millimeters, that is number 8. As I said in my previous video, for different type of yarn and different type of creations, I'm using different type of different number of needles, and here it is. I'll show on from my previous video the craft that I did. It's still actually going on. It's number 4. Hold on, because it's number 4. Actually it's even tighter, that it's 4, but it's 4 millimeters. And here we have 5 millimeters as it's shown on the camera. It's 5 millimeters. Let me turn it, yes. And this 5 millimeters is the thickness of the yarn. So I'll continue to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll continue to do a few more keys. 7, 8, 9, 10. So after that, let's say we have 10 completed. After that, I'm taking carefully, I'm pulling carefully one needle by holding this from that side, so that I'm sure that the needle, the knitted keys, already the gotten created keys, they're not going to split. So also I wanted to emphasize on something else. Those type of needles, they don't have here, they don't have a hook. I'll show you, because I have plenty of them. I'll show you something that I have only as one type of needle. It's this type of needle that has a hook. It's only one. It's actually letter I, and it's 5.5 millimeters here. 5.5 millimeters. This type of needle I'm using only for closure. When I have to close completely the creation, the craft, whether it's top, blouse, blanket, headbands, handbag, or anything else, I'm using only this hook as support to be able to close it. I'll show you when I'm ready with my headband. So this type right now, I'm pulling. It's going to be easier for me down, and it's like a thick layer. Now I'm going to create the first line using both needles, but already knitting. It's plenty of space, and I can make either tighter keys, or I can leave them a little bit loose. Right now I'm making them medium style of. Here I noticed that it didn't go as I expected, but I still can take from the next key by making them even in size, and it wouldn't be ugly, and it would be nice, and with even amount of space between the keys. Okay, keep going. Yarn, pull over. It's a regular face style too. I forgot to mention. Keep going. Okay, so now it left, I'll show close. It left the last two that are actually the very beginning of the two hooks. So what I'm doing is pulling in. I can even make here the rest tighter, longer, pulling in. After that, taking this through the needle, pulling over, and I created a thick key. It doesn't bother me. And after that, I'm doing the same thing, and in this way the rest that is here, I'm hiding it through the key, and it's secured because it's like a double key, and it's because it's in the very end, it's even better. It's empowered. After that, I'm going to do the same thing one more time or two times until it gets strengthened up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's 10. I can show you. After that, I'm doing third line. The third line, I'm doing again in freestyle. Okay, I'm ready. And left, actually, from now on, since I did the 3 rows, I'm going to do so-called face and back. I'll show you. Now I'm going to do the face. One style, it's from another side. So yarn, pull over, another one. Here. And right now, since it's done from the face style, I'll show you what actually has been created. Here is the face. It's one line that is face, and it's a little bit different from the other 2 rows. Now I'll do the back. I would mention that this type, let's call it tutorial, this type of tutorial is for beginners or for people that want to complete their free time, or they would learn a new skill, or they would begin something as a pleasure, for hobby, etc. This is the way all the masters of crochet, knitting, etc. they started. And some people are starting in a different way. This is, I'm just sharing and showing in this video how actually I've been trained from my old relatives like grandmothers, cousins, mother, etc. And now it's another style. I'm showing you what is on the back. And finally I'll do one more line with face. And there is a few more manners of starting any type of knitting, yarns and so on. Of course it depends on the yarn, of course it depends on what kind of knit should be, what's the item, the purpose of the item for, etc. So I'm pretty much done, and I'll turn around to show you what happened up to so far as final result. Here it's the face, and again, as I mentioned in previous my video, some people, some cultures, they prefer to use straight away in this way by maintaining the thread back and forth through their fingers. I personally prefer to support myself by using my neck, because in that way I can control the strength and the tidiness of the keys, and I can make it tighter or looser, depends on how the yarn is going through the whole process. And again, if you're curious of new styles, if you're curious in something that we are going to share in the future, feel free to subscribe to my channel or visit us on Facebook and daffysgift.com. arts and crafts, handmade arts and crafts, and on our Instagram page at again dafisgift.com. Visit our page, and thanks for watching, and enjoy the new skill and the new items. Have a great one. Bye bye.